Hello dear students, in this video I am going to explain year 3 Naplan problems. Take a look. So here this is 2016 numeracy paper. Okay, I am starting with question 16. We'll do 10 problems in this paper. Let's try doing them one by one. Okay. So question 6 is about a teacher gives 5 of her students 10 blocks each. So we should always be focusing on the information given in the question. So it's in the question it is saying that a teacher gives 5 of her students 10 blocks each. So then you should be imagining that there are 5 students, okay, and then the teacher is giving 10 blocks to the first student, 10 blocks to the second student, 10 blocks to the third student, 10 blocks to the fourth, and 10 blocks to the fifth student. That means 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Getting? So which of these, which of the following can be used to find how many blocks the teacher gave her students? So 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Because there were 5 students, and then she gave 10 blocks. Then 10 blocks, 10 blocks, 10 blocks to each of the students. Okay, so which one will give the total number of blocks that she has to give away? 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, 5 times. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's move on. Next is question 17. In this question, Karen spins the arrow on the spinner one. So we play so many games in that we use a spinner. Okay, so here also this is a spinner. In that, see, there's so many hearts and one is star. So 1 2 3 4 5 hearts, 1 star. The question is, what is the chance of the arrow landing on a heart? Okay, so if my arrow lands on a heart, what is the chance? Is it certain? Is it likely, unlikely, or impossible? For there are so many hearts, but one of them is a star, so it can't be certain. Okay, it's not certain that the heart will appear because star can also appear, so it's very likely. Okay, so likely or very likely is the suitable answer for this. Star is unlikely. Okay, if I have some other shape, say circle, circle is impossible because there's no circle in the spinner. How will the circle appear? For that the chance is impossible. Okay, so this is the correct answer for this. Good. All right, I hope this point is also clear to you. Is it? Okay, let's move on. Question 18. Okay, let's read the question carefully first. A farmer collects 24 eggs. Again, always put extra emphasis on the numbers that you're dealing with. 24 eggs. How many eggs? 24 eggs from his hen house. To count the eggs, he puts them into groups of 3. Groups of 3. Okay. Which of the following shows the 24 eggs in groups of 3? So he's counting the eggs in 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That's what it means. To count the eggs, he puts them into groups. So which one is making groups of 3? This is not group of 3. This is, yeah, it is group of 3. This is also group of 3. This can't be. This can't be. But it has to be 24 altogether. 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3, 6, 9. This can't be. This has to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So yes. Okay, this can't be. So he is counting the eggs in groups of 3 and it is 24. I hope this point is clear. Okay, so this finishes question 18. Let's move on to the next one, 19. So question 19 is about Henry uses the number sentence 12 times 6 equals 72. Okay, so this is the sentence he is using, number sentence. 12 times 6 equals 72. 12 times 6 equals 72 to solve a problem. So that means, you know, multiplication is basically repeated addition. You must have seen in your year 2 book also. So multiplication is repeated addition. Either he is doing 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 6 times, or he is adding 6. That means 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 12 times. So he's either adding 12s or he's either adding 6. So let's see in which case he has to add the numbers multiple times. So which problem could he solve using this number sentence? Henry has 12 apples and he gets 6 more. So I've always told you that more means plus. So it's just 12 plus 6. So this can't be. Henry has 12 apples. He shares. Shares means division. And division is repeated subtraction. Division is not repeated addition. So sharing is dividing. He shares them with 6 friends. So this can't be. In this we do repeated subtraction. If you will open and look again at your division problem, or you see one of my videos, you will see that division is repeated subtraction. This is repeated addition. So this can't be. Okay. Now Henry has 12 friends. He buys 6 apples for each of his friends. So that means 6 apples for each friend. So he has 12 friends and he is buying 6 apples for each of his friends. So that means 12 friends, 6 apples, then 6 apples, then 6 apples. Getting? He has 12 friends. He has 12 friends and he is buying 6 apples for the first friend. 6 plus 6 apples for the second friend. 6 plus 6 dot 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 12 times. So that means he's adding 6 12 times. That is 12 times 6. This makes sense. Okay. So this number sentence will give him a reasonable answer. So how many apples does he need to buy? He needs to buy 72 apples. Because he has 12 friends and he has to give 6 apples to each of his friends. Okay. Yeah. And then we can also look for this. Though we got our answer, Henry has 12 apples and gives away 6. Giving away is minus 6. Okay, giving away is minus 6. Subtraction. Like that. Okay. All right. Next, let's take problem 20. Mike poured 1 cup of water into each of these containers. So we must read the question carefully. See, Mike is pouring 1 cup of water. So how much water he had? He had 1 cup of water that he is pouring in each of the container. This is 1 cup, this is 1 cup. For their different sizes of containers, so it looked different, but he actually had 1 cup of water. So he put the same amount of water in each of the containers. When full, which container will hold the most water? So don't you think that the container that is left with more space will have most water among them? So I can fill in most water in this container because I'm left with so much of space here. See, there is so much of space. So this is most reasonable. Here, this in this, I think this is almost full. This is half full. This is half full. This is less than half full. So I can actually put a lot of water in this one. So the container in which the most water can be filled is this one. Okay, because the thing was he had 1 cup of water and he put 1 cup, the same amount of water in this, and the same 1 cup in this, the same 1 cup in this, as well as this. Okay, so C has the most space left. That's why I think this is the container in which he can put most water as compared to others. Okay, let's look at question 21. A team of 5 players scores a total of 45 points in a game of basketball. Again, the most important thing is to read the question carefully. Okay, so a team of 5 players. How many players? 5 players. They score a total of So he scores a total of 45 points in a game of basketball. Each player scores the same number of points. So we should be focusing there. See, there are 5 players and 45 points in total. So those 5 players, they played and they scored 45 points. Okay, they scored 45 points. So how many points does each player score? That's the question. So score, I mean, it must be there are 5 players, so that means 5 times something should be 45, because there are 5 players, so each we can actually think of this problem as, see, 5 players and 5 times something makes 45, because they scored each point. So 5 times something would have been 45. So if you know times table 5 times 9 is 45. So that should be my reasonable answer, because when you add 9 5 times, so 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 will give you 45 points, and there are 5 players. So yes, it makes sense. Okay. All right. I hope this point is clear. Let's move on to the next one. Question 22. This one is a great question, in that we generally use letters and numbers, like when if you would have seen chess, on the chessboard also you have letters and then numbers, and then you locate cells. So let's figure out this one. Greta drew a treasure map. So this is a treasure map, and then she marked the treasure with an X. Now there are some clues. This house is located at A2. The tree is located at B4. House is located at A2, and this is located at B4. Okay, A2 and this is B4. What if I name them as A, B, C, D, like I do on a chessboard? Okay, and name it 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Then the location of the house is A2, like that, A2. And the location of the tree is B4, like that. Okay, so what should be the location of the cross? D3, isn't it? D3. Getting A2, B4 and D3. So D3 is the location. Which cell the cross is located? The cross is located at D3. Simple. Okay, like that. Let's move on. So we'll do 2 more questions and then we'll wind up. So Shana buys the items shown. So Shana, she's buying some items. She bought a pair of socks, bracelet and the shirt. For that she has to pay money. These are the price tags given. She gives the shop owner $30. How much change should Shana get? So in such type of question, this one is a change question. In change, we have to minus the money, that Shana is giving to the shopkeeper, and the total cost of all the items that she's buying. So let's see, $3.50, $6.10. So $3 and $6 is $9, and 50 cents and 10 cents is 60 cents. Now I need to add $9.60 to $14.40. So $9 and $14 is $23. Isn't it? 9 plus 14. What is 9 plus 14? 9 plus 14 is 23. And 60 cents plus 40 cents make $1, another dollar. So $23 plus $1 is $24. Okay. So if the total cost of all 3 items is $24 and she gives the shop owner $30, then how much will she get back from the shopkeeper is the difference of the money she's giving to the shopkeeper and the total cost of all 3 things. So 30 take away 24 is $6. A makes sense. Okay. Alright, I hope this point is clear. So what did I tell you? We need to add the price of all the items that Shana is buying, and then she gives $30. So 30 minus the total cost of all the items that she bought. Okay. Alright. Very good. Now 24. whenever you see a question of this type in that you see squares, it's mostly about area. Okay, so remember, counting squares is calculating the area of a flat shape. Max made these 4 pictures, so he made 4 pictures, 1 2 3 4, by painting some squares gray. So he's painting gray squares. See, 1 picture, 2 3 4 pictures with gray squares. All the small squares in the grid are the same size. Which of these grids has the largest area painted gray? So the question is, which one is the largest area painted gray? So the one with maximum number of gray squares is the answer. So that will be the largest area painted gray. So let's count. 1 2, if I split it in 4, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So here 12 squares are painted gray. In this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6, because when I extend it, I can actually have 6 squares. Here also 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here also 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 plus 6 8 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. So 18 squares are painted gray. Here, if you will look closely, you will see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. Okay, 16 squares are painted gray. In this one, so it has to be, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6, then 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, then 16 17 18 19 20. So 20 squares are painted gray. So which one has the largest area painted gray? D for dog. Okay, so you need to closely count the number of squares and see which one is the maximum or largest area painted gray. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so when you count number of grays, that is, in that we're talking about area. Area is a term used to calculate or the number of squares within the enclosed shape. Okay, one more question, the last one. Rani is comparing the weights of 4 different objects using a balance scale. Which object is the heaviest? I think you can compare and tell me yourself, but I'm just explaining. See, this sphere is heavier than this triangular prism. So this can be, they said which object is the heaviest. Okay, the heaviest one. But this sphere is same as the cube, but the cube is lighter than the cylinder. That means they are both lighter than the cylinder, and this was heavier, so I think the cylinder makes sense. Okay, so the cylinder is the correct answer. I hope these questions are clear to you. In case you still have any doubt, we can always discuss, and keep working hard and always give your best. Thank you.